Hi,
I'm Paul,
and I'm Josh
and we're in band
Silverstein.
And you're watching and listening to
Pure Grain Audio.
I know you, Josh, always do that thing where you eat like a whole watermelon.
I like to have, I commit to things, okay? So when I'm going to eat something, I eat all of it. So the watermelon, the whole thing, yeah.
Including the rind.
Including the rind, of course. Waste not, want not. I've been known actually to eat I like a dehydrated watermelon. That helps. Like a head of iceberg lettuce. I've also eaten an entire one before the show. I think that's a nice way to warm up. It's delicious. It's full of water.
Yep. And
Hydrate you.
what was I doing yesterday?
What were you doing? I think
it was a
don't
good
you
one
like
yesterday.
to hang upside down for a certain amount of time before you play to get all the good singing juice to your vocal cords?
on the East Coast.
On the East Coast. That's
Because on the West Coast, there's just a lot more singing in the air.
Yeah. Well,
It's more. You got like
they don't have that
better-
humidity affecting you.
Yeah.
It's some dry heat.
So there you have it. Watermelon hanging upside down. Remember this time on a Russian train in Russia? You ate a whole Russian watermelon.
Russian watermelon are crazy too, because there's another watermelon inside the watermelon, and inside that watermelon there's an even smaller watermelon, and inside that watermelon there's a tiny little watermelon. It's fascinating. What do they call those melons?
Russian watermelon.
Yeah.
No, that's really funny. That's a quality joke, people. I'm sorry. That's just too good.
If I was not up all night trying to eat that watermelon on that Russian train, I would have been kept up by the other passengers who get up to nonsense on those overnight Russian trains.
And I'm one of those
Yeah.
passengers getting up to nonsense. Russian train, probably the most extreme travel experience almost anyone can have.
Yeah.
So that's a real answer.
It is wild.
Wrapped in a very unreal answer.
They heat them with a wood stove. Russia gets cold, and they heat it with a wood stove. It's it's campy, you know. They smell the wood burning. It's like you're at your pat-paps.
What's a pat-pat?
Pat-pap, your grandpa's.
Your step pepper.
Up at the cottage, you know, maybe he's burning leaves or something.
Chile?
Chile's pretty extreme.
Well, they do this thing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going back into it. I don't know why. Ask them. They're awesome.
We just recently played there again. We've been a number of times, and while it was far from the biggest show we've ever played, they are some of the loudest. They sing along, and sometimes it's hard to hear what we're doing up there because they're just singing so loud. We've been actually trying some more extreme foods.
We
as
have
of late.
been. I don't know. We got a lot of vegetarians, a lot of vegans, so you're not going to ever get that crazy.
You
What did I have?
you had something a little wild in
San Antonio?
San Antonio.
I ate bone marrow. That's not that crazy, is it?
I don't know.
I had pig's head and
An entire pig's head?
not the whole thing. They ground it up and made it a paste or something. I don't know.
Oh, really?
It was good
Yeah.
though.
We've
Yeah.
been visiting some fancy places, trying
Yeah, we're trying to
some
eat
stuff.
Not
you know?
so much extreme food, but there's good restaurants everywhere, and we want to try the best stuff. Currently, long jump, standing long jump.
We've gotten really into that, actually.
That's not even a joke.
We take these photos every day with the VIP meet and greet experience people, and we all stand in a line anyway to take the pics, so every once in a while we try and jump and see how far you can jump from a standing position.
Who jumps the furthest? I always forget.
It's you, okay?
That's right. I jumped the furthest.
He didn't forget. He's gloating.
I also never forget anything.
Yeah, especially when it's about him being the best. Been collecting a lot of sweaty t-shirts on this tour.
Yeah, what don't you collect is what
I'm a collector.
You've never thrown anything away in your entire life.
I think that if you can find a purpose for something somewhere down the road, it's nice to repurpose things. It's good for the environment.
I think we collect extreme memories.
We do.
Sometimes
Some great memories.
We collect extreme dust by not moving for a very long time. Or as the Germans would say, Staub.
Staub.
and that is the German word for dust.
There's a room where no one has been in a very long time. There is white stuff. You say dust. We say Staub.
A friend of ours told us that story in Germany. I don't even know why we were talking about it, but she said it and it was funny.
That's an example of maybe some of the
Extreme
memories and or words, knowledge that we are collecting from other languages, cultures. A baby.
That is pretty good.
I refused to do it. That somebody at a signing brought the baby, wanted the baby signed. All of us refused to do it. Got to the end of the line. Shane signed it. I won't do that to that child. I think we've also signed
prosthetic
limbs and like blood glucose meters, like for diabetes, like blood tests.
I think it's super extreme when we sign people's phones. Why? That's so expensive. Why would you want us to write on that?
Yeah.
Plus, like, there's a better than even chance you're gonna lose that. And then you can't.
And then what are you gonna do with it? Like, you put it on your wall. Like, this is my phone, my old phone, but it was signed by a band I liked at the time.
So I think that's weird and extreme.
But hey, if that's what you want, we're happy to do it.
Happy to do it. Very happy. Don't get the
Just
wrong impression.
you're extreme.
You're so extreme.
And it's a beautiful thing.
We love it.
Well,
Crossfaith?
more than words. Crossfaith is probably
Pretty
up there.
extreme.
Yeah.
Japanese band called Crossfaith.
They go wild.
Very, very extreme. I think we're all extreme in our own...
Very different ways,
Yeah.
But we certainly do have our extremes.
Like, you're probably the best at snowboarding, so that would make you the most extreme in a traditional sense.
Perhaps.
But I'm the most extremely frustrated.
Talented. I was thought you were just getting frustrated.
Both. I'm frustrating and frustrated by how frustrating I can be and how frustrating I find other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say Bill is the most extremely tired person I've
Yes,
ever met.
and hungry.
And hungry. Whereas Paul...
is the most extremely organized
Yeah.
and calculated.
And I think that's everyone. So
Did we say Shane?
no,
What was he?
that was my joke. I don't know. What is Shane the most extreme at or about? He's the most
Opinions?
extremely Shane guy that I could think of.
I've never known another Shane as extreme as he. That's for certain.
He's the Shane by which we measure all Shanes.
Yes. The Shane mark.
And for that, we salute him.